Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to my beautiful turtle with a new name. Ta-da! This is Woody. All right, and yes, he won the vote, and that is super cool. I am looking so forward to keeping Woody on the table with a fabulous name. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get busy. So Virgo, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about October. All right, so it's a big month. It's going to have 5 weeks in it, so we'll have 5 columns of cards and 3 rows. And yeah, we are going to be busy. So let's go ahead and start out by lighting the candle. I have a new candle for us. It is a chakra candle. It is Sri Yantra. Doesn't necessarily have any special flavors or smells to it, but it's super pretty. And I really love what it feels like when I burn it. So it's cool. And I think we're going to get to use it next month too. So very nice. Very good. I'm going to put that right there so that we can see it. Excellent. Now then, a couple of messages from my better angels. My goodness, we have a lot going on this month, okay? So this month, we have to remember that our individual projects need to be broken down into small enough pieces that we can start and complete. Okay, start and complete. We need to be able to make them into little jobs that we can complete. And then that'll give us bragging rights right away, which is cool. But it also keeps us from having our yard strewn with tools or our house strewn with tools. So you just go in, do the one project, finish it, clean up, get out. See? That way, you'll little at a time. So if you want to redo your whole kitchen, you're going to do one wall of cabinets, ta-da! Instead of doing like, let's rip out the entire kitchen and demolish the whole thing and cause a lot of mayhem and then be living on the microwave for about a month and a half. That's what kitchens are like when you just gut them. So we aren't going to do that. We're going to do one project at a time and get through it, okay? Super cool, kind of fun. I think you'll like it, okay? So next thing we're going to talk about is the other part of what we have. Better angels want us to genuinely pay attention to taking the high road, looking at things from a different, higher perspective, and treating situations where we're dealing with people from work, from home, from neighbors, from, you know, all the people, even friends, those things that they do that make us crazy. We're going to make up a little story in our head that makes it seem okay that they're doing that, or that we can look at them in a different way and it doesn't make us crazy anymore. So we'll just sort of create that story that it's only between you and you, okay? We're not sharing this story with anybody, but it's helping us defuse any anger that is there, because it doesn't help. Like getting mad at your boss because every time he comes in, he takes the first page off the freaking copying machine, whatever it is, crumples it up and throws it in the basket. You're like, that's not great. Especially when it's paper you actually need and you now have to go reprint it because he crumpled it. So, you know, you're going to find a new solution, whether it's like not telling your boss to stop doing that, but it's like, I'm always going to make sure that I have one extra sheet that comes out with every single thing that I copy, so that if I leave things on the copier, there'll always be an extra sheet there that he can crumple up and play basketball all he wants to with one sheet. And he'll never be the one that I need. Super cool. That'll save you a lot of time just by adding one sheet to the whole printing situation. I know they do it at Kinko's, right? There's always more pages than you need. So you can make it. You can make it happen. All right. I think it's a setting. So very cool. By doing those things, we'll diffuse the anger that bubbles up in us from small things. Letting small things create a level of anger in us that's just unnecessary. We'll be able to move forward. All right. That's good news. All right, Virgo, let's look at some cards, eh? You need a guiding card, and I have a brand new deck for that. Oh yeah, we got the embroidered forest tarot. This is very cool because when you look at it, it's always a photo of an embroidered thing that is very cool that represents the card. I very love it. Very, very love it. All right, here's your card. Now this is the guiding card, so it's going to be a card we talk about every week. You only get one of them, and we will talk about it once a week. So what you got? Ooh, you got the Nine of Pentacles. What? Very nice. See how embroidered it is? Ta-da! The little bunny is embroidered. The flowers are embroidered. It's too close. Okay. So yeah, it's very cute. And I really like it. And I think it's really speaking to us about what's true for you this month. And that is you're not having any financial trouble this month. Okay. If you do have anything that feels like a little dip or a little trap door, just realize it's all going to work out. You have the Nine of Pentacles here showing me that you will find a way. Something will come loose and you will be in good stead. Okay? Perfect. So we're going to set this card over here. Cute little bunny that he is. We'll set him over there. Nice. We will reference him as needed. Now we're going to use the... before we get busy, boop, boop, we're going to move over here and grab ourselves a mystery card for this week. I know, look how fun. So this is the Mythic Tarot deck. And your card is like right here on the top almost. Yup, there it is. So yes, we are going to see this card at the end of the reading. Ta-da! It'll help clarify what's going on and make it very understandable. So very nice. I'm going to set those over here. Now we're going to use the Tempest deck. And we're going to go ahead and lay out all 5 columns. All right, so... as I've said before, the top row of cards is going to be all about where we are in each of these weeks. And the second row is what's blocking you. And the third row is your solution. All right. So every week we work towards a solution, finding ways and means to get out of or work through the situation that is blocking us. All right. Let's put these cards over here. So let's see what we have here. Okay, now then we're going to start over here, and this is going to be September 28th through October 4th. And we will go through each week individually, and then put them all off to one side and go in depth on the very first week of October. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into what's happening for you October 28th through September 4th. No, September 28th through October 4th. Hello. All right, so we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is showing me that there's going to be new information coming to you about ways to be more in control of a situation or to manifest more power in your life. So this is very cool. I like that. You're going to feel more in control. Very good. At least the information will steer you into a direction where you can get that. Aha. All right. You're going to be blocked from fighting for your power. So yeah. Interesting that you're getting information to manifest more power, but you're not going to be able to fight for it. So, interesting. It isn't about fighting, it's about manifesting. So, learn it and go for it, but don't fight about it, all right? Now, the Six of Wands is here, showing that your solution is sharing your ideas and teaching people what they need to know so that they know what they're doing, because then they can fulfill and live up to your expectations. When you want somebody to do something the way you want them to do it, you have to show them what you want them to do. Teach them the ropes. Help them learn. And then walk away. Okay? That's part of being in charge of something, is that you delegate it. And you teach people how to do it so you don't have to. Very nice. So that's the first week. We'll move on to the 5th through the 11th of October. High Priestess, your intuition is going to be on fire this week. You can trust your gut. Your gut is going to be telling you what you need to know, and that is really good news. We want you to pay attention and appreciate what you're getting, okay? It will be helpful. The Six of Swords is showing me that you're blocked this week from actually helping anyone with your power, so that's a drag, and I'm sorry about that. It's not what we wanted to hear now, is it? No, I wanted to know that I could do more. But you're going to be a little stymied this week. You're going to trust your intuition, see how things are going. Maybe it'll be a little retraining situation, but not able to really help with your power, okay? but stay true to who you are as a person. Don't give up who you are. This is the Nine of Wands. And I don't want you to give up who you are as a person in this situation. I want you to stand up for yourself and be exactly who you are in this moment. Because if you're not you, who's going to be you, right? That's important, okay? Now then, this week over here is going to be the 12th through the 18th. And we have the gift of power. Ta-da! You are finally totally in charge. Here it is. Have some more responsibility. You're like, okay, cool. So I hope you are prepared because it's going to be a bit of a thing. So you'll get this new responsibility, and you're going to be blocked from your brand new inspiration. So your inspiration, you will be inspired, and your inspiration will be blocked. And they'll say, that's so cute of you. You sit down and stop being inspired. What? I know. They're not ready to innovate just yet. They just needed a new body in the seat for a minute, and then they'll think about innovations later. Just not yet. They're not quite ready. Now, the solution is the King of Cups. This is an ally who can speak up for you or speak with you about the situation so that you know where you are and what's going on. Because he is an emotional-based male person, a male energy person who's going to be able to hear your feelings and mirror them back to you, but also he speaks from his own feelings. So whatever's going on with this fella is going to be that he will be supportive, he will hold your hand, he will energize you, but also keep you from feeling totally shut down in that situation, okay? Now then, the next week over, we're talking about the 19th through the 25th. And then on the 19th through the 25th, we have the Strength card. You're going beyond your limiting beliefs. You have ideas about who you could be, should be, might be, could be, would be, la 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 la. And the fact is, they're all not true. The ones that keep you from being more than what you are the ones that we're going to set aside. We're going to incinerate them. We're going to throw them in the trash because they aren't worth anything. Because you're so much more than you think you are. So whatever you've been told or you've told yourself that you could or couldn't do, you're going to start doing those things, okay? So, yay, let's go. There are no limits except the ones you put on yourself. And when you get rid of those, where are the limits? There aren't any limits. Yay! Now then, where you're blocked this week is you're not going to have a lot of help from other people. You're not going to be able to rally the troops to come and help you do whatever you need to do. There's just not going to be anyone available. So you're just going to have to work it out, okay? Either work it out or wait, right? So, but you're going beyond your limiting beliefs, and the Tower shows up to say things are falling together. Whoop, whoop! Especially when you're doing it by yourself. I'm so proud of you. Very excellent. Well done. Good job. Huzzah. Now then, final week. The final week of October. It's October 26th through November 1st. And indeed, we have the Five of Swords. You will be taking back control of something that you delegated to somebody else. You might find them something else to do so they don't feel quite so like they are a failure. Give them another project. And then take back this thing they no longer have time for. Perfect. Love that. And it will help you make it clean and pretty again, because it's supposed to be clean and pretty, but it's not. All right, now, this particular week, things are not going to go very fast, so everything is going to be on a slow boat. Try and calm yourself down and stop worrying about things going fast, because they're not gonna, okay? But that's kind of okay, because right here, right now, your solution is to really take a look at your dreams and goals. Where are you going? What do you want? Do you really want to be in this situation? Is it time to change your trajectory? Do you need to turn? Let's go. Let's figure it out. Think it through. Check your belly button. Figure out what you really want, what you really need. Your dreams and goals are important. That way you know where you're headed. And it's like playing darts with just a freaking corkboard. Where are we supposed to throw the darts? You don't know, because you don't have a grid, you don't have dots, you don't have a bullseye. So it's an issue. You can't play darts without a bullseye, right? So your life is like a game of darts. Where are you going? Where are you shooting for? You need to know where you're shooting for, okay? And then it'll be easy, okay? So I'm going to put these cards aside, as we like to do, all right? so that we can go deeper. We're going to put them up here this time because I really think there's more cards than I'm used to or than I prefer having at my elbow. All right, my shirt's flouncy and it will catch them and throw them on the floor. All right, so that being done, I'm going to go ahead and go in deeper on this very first week. Very cool. What do we got? Okay, we have these 3 cards. Let's go ahead and use this Tarot of the Abyss to go deeper. All right. All the cards are pre-programmed for you and you alone, Virgo. So this is very fun. We will see what comes out. All right. So this is September 28th through October 4th. You got that new information about ways to manifest more power. Super cool. Yay! What are we going to do with it? Ooh, the hard work will be over very soon. In short order, it's going to be easier. The Star card is here to say the hardest work is over. You've already made the impressions. Everybody has already seen and approved of you. You've already been spoken about in such lovely ways that people are like, oh yeah, we know we're giving it to her. We just need, or him, and we need to make sure that that person gets the promotion. Da 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 da. They've been picked. And you don't have to do anything fancy to get their attention anymore. Yay! Don't do anything fancy. And of course, ooh, nice. 10 of Pentacles is showing up to show me that this particular week you're also going to maybe get a little help or a little family money is being talked about, okay? Family money is on the table. It is a conversation. It might be about you using some of that money for yourself if you need to, because maybe you haven't got the funds yet from this situation, but you are definitely in a situation where your family is talking about the money and coming up with the plans for it one way or the other. Stay in the conversation, okay? Stay in that conversation. Maybe this is all about the family money and you're getting new empowering information. Oh, it's time to move that CD around. It's time to move that money around a little bit and make it grow some more. But you've already done the hard work. The accounts are already in existence. All you got to do is make it go on the computer and go bloop de bloop, bloop de bloop, bloop bloop, and boop, and it's done, right? So very cool. That could be all about the family money. But yeah, people are going to want to talk about it, and you're going to have all the information they need. You're going to be like, yeah, no, I got all this. This is what's happening. Da 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 da. This is what I did. Everything came of age. Da 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 da. We had to move it. Da da da. La la la. Those things. Now, where you're blocked, fighting for your power in the situation, somebody else wants to be involved with how this is going. They want to take over the accounts. Maybe they're accountants themselves, and they feel like they're better able to handle the money than you are. There's somebody who's going to definitely rear their ugly head. Now, realize this is just them rearing their ugly head and slowing you down. It doesn't mean that they're going to take it away from you. They would have to prove you incompetent, which is not true, of course, but they may talk about you in that way, which is sucky. Supposedly, it's somebody in your family who's supposed to love you. Yikes! This is not a karmic lesson. Don't hang on to this situation as if it's going to repeat over and over again and you have to make better, different decisions, because it's not true. It's just what's happening right now. And it kind of blows, and I'm sorry about that. That's not fun. But of course, the other part of what's happening is the Six of Swords shows up here, showing me that you cannot help anybody with your power right now. So you're a little stuck in the moment. You did your thing. You took care of it, and everybody wants to talk about it. But you're not in a position to help this guy out. And that's pretty much why he wants to be involved in it, I think, is because he needs help. And so he says, if I'm in control of it, then I can help myself while everybody else gets what they get, right? I can just say there was a slip up in the hoodads and the money disappeared somehow, or some portion of it. I don't know that he has malicious intent, but I have a feeling that he definitely wants to help himself in the process of helping with the money, okay? So, even if it's just improving the amount that they'll get, you can have him explain it to you so that you are better able to handle the money yourself. You're like, hey, teach me. Mister, I don't like what you're doing, so teach me what I need to know, okay? I think that's a better answer, because here it is. This card here is the Six of Wands. You sharing what you know and understand and explaining all of what you've done to whoever needs to ask, because they're all going to come around and go, hey, what happened? What's going on? Da-da-da-da-da. You're like, okay, this is what happened. This is the account. This came of age, had to be turned into a thing, and to do this thing there. So I moved it around from this thing to that thing and that thing and that thing. and now it's safe and proper, and there's no problems. Okay? It's not growing super fast, but it's not decreasing in size either. So you're like doing what you got to do, and you explained yourself and you taught them what you were doing. I don't know if they'll like that, but that's what's going on right there. Knight of Pentacles. Oh dear, fighting for your fighting for your worth and value in the mix. Yeah, you're going to explain yourself, and then you're going to have to fight for who you are in the mix, because they're talking to you about how, you know, no, we don't want it to go like that. I'm sorry, it's not a great week, is it? It started out pretty good, and then it turned kind of womp womp. So yeah. So now you have to explain why you did everything you did. You've already shown them and taught them what you were doing. Now you're gonna have to fight about it and make sure your worth and value is appreciated, and that people, you know, well, yes, I get paid to do what I'm doing. That's how it is. Executors are not freebies. There's always, like, maybe, I don't know, I think there might be a flat rate for an executor, or something like that, that is something that they, an amount of money they get for doing all the work that they do. This card here is talking about what's going on also, and the Eight of Wands. So everything is going to speed up super duper fast at this time. Okay, so as everything kind of settles in and everyone gets the idea about what's going on with the money, everything is going to go, and everyone's going to get a little crazy and up in your business about it, and things are going to go really fast. Like, oh, okay. So I feel like he's going to share his ideas, you're going to share your ideas, teach them their stuff. You're going to have to defend yourself, and then they're going to decide what they want to do, and everything is going to go really fast. Okay? So hang in there and know that if you have paperwork that says you're in charge, then you're in charge. So if it really comes down to just flashing the paper, then so be it. But don't be afraid to learn a little something in case there's something you might want to learn, right? So we're remaining a little bit open and coming up with a plan, and that'll be okay. Okay? So let's get you a Moon Oracle card. This is the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. Very cool deck. I think it's very appropriate for October because it's got little witches on it. So I said that for Leo, and guess what? They got one card with witches on it. All the rest were not witchy. I was annoyed, but they were brilliant cards, I had to say. Very pleased. So enough about that. I'm going to put this card right there and pick these up. All right, so let's talk about, mystical. Hello. Things are going to be coming together. Look, the giant pentacle above her head. It's got an Ace of Pentacles situation. And what I'm seeing in this image is what looks to be almost the image of other people standing around her, almost like ancestors, right? So even it's actually smoke off the candles, but I'm going to tell you right now, it really looks like she's being supported by her ancestors. And that's a pretty mystical concept, don't you think? And I really want you to know that your ancestors who put you in charge did it on purpose, and that it's all good. You are smart, you're capable, you can do this, you can learn new things too. So don't be alarmed or upset if there's an opportunity for you to learn new stuff, and that you can fix, change, and alter your situation to better appreciate and be safe and right and proper, and still be the one in charge, because you are. But you can be, it's going to be mystical. It's going to be unexplainable how extremely amazing you are in the moment. I really see that there's solutions here, and they're not going to look like they should. People are going to go like, well, how the hell did that happen? You're like, it's mystical. It's mystical. It doesn't have to have an answer. So let the universe do its job, okay? Let's get to your mystery card. What do you got, Virgo? Virgo, you have the Moon card. Ooh, we're talking about your dreams and goals. We want you to pay attention to your dreams and goals at this time. Where are you going? What are you doing? How are you going to get there? And if you're on the right track to get to where you want to go, perfect. If you're not, that's okay. You can change your direction. You don't have to keep going the same old direction without having a plan, okay? I want that for you, and I think that you'll be much happier if you do that the right way, okay? Good. Excellent. Dreams and goals. Yay! I love that. All right. Now then, you need a pocket full of rocks. What do we have for Virgo? All right. Cool. We have red jasper, pink calcite, and amazonite. All right. So red jasper is a very down-to-earth second chakra stone. It's all about staying grounded in your second chakra of creativity and beauty and bounty and love. All of these things are happening here, and it's always about your physical body. So pay attention to what your physical body feels like, how it's acting, what it's doing. Does it need more water, exercise, love? What does it need? Feed it. Okay, cool. Pink mangano, also pink calcite. Mangano and calcite, same stuff. Fourth chakra stone. It's a really beautiful, warm, fuzzy hug from your mama. So when you're feeling low, when you're feeling uncomfortable, when you're feeling ganged up on, carry this stone in your pocket, and it will feel like you have the complete resources and support of your ancestors standing behind you, so that as you move forward, you will feel very comfortable in that situation. Amazonite is sort of a fourth and fifth chakra stone, because it's all about speaking from your heart, using your words from your heart, using loving words all the time, calming, peaceful, gentle words to communicate what you need to these beautiful, lovely people who are family, and making sure they understand what's going on. And in doing so, you create a space where communication can happen. And if it's all out in the open to begin with, there doesn't ever feel like you were trying to hide anything, because there's no reason to hide anything. You're just doing what you're supposed to do in a timely fashion. You share the information, and then presto changeo, all this other stuff starts happening. Reactions we cannot control, so we're going to have to take that information and use gentle healing words with them. Know that you're supported, and stay hydrated. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put these stones down right here, Virgo. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Wow, what a week. Quite a lot going on there. I see all the stuff happening with the finances, but I know you got this. You got this, and you can still learn new things. Okay, so keep an open mind, and be ready to ask questions and learn stuff. Okay, because I think that'll help a lot. If you come at it too hard, to this is my way and that's how it's going to be, then everybody will get real crazy. Okay, so you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but they're here for you if you want, and you can carry any rocks you like. Let me know in the comments what you're carrying. Let me know how you like the reading. I'm here for you. And if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, that'd be really cool. I'm almost to 1,000 followers. What? I know, it's exciting. The other thing to know is that if you look in the description box below, you'll find all kinds of really cool things. You'll find my calendar, what Renaissance fairs I'm going to be at all across the country, and you can come out and get a reading in person. That'd be super fun. The other thing you'll find is a way to book readings privately with me if you can't make it out to the fair, because I'm there. There's phone readings, and I can do those for you anywhere I'm at. Okay, and that would be fun. The other thing you'll find is all the decks that I'm using. You'll find which ones you can find, and all on Amazon or Etsy, and it is great fun. All right, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. We are going to be talking next week about the 5th through the 11th, and I look forward to seeing you there. All right, thank you.